Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eveina and I'm a YouTuber in Nigeria. If you're new to my channel, if this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. We do everything beauty here. We do makeup tutorial here. We do for both upgrade and for beginners. So if makeup is what you want to learn, then keep watching this video and don't forget to click the subscribe button and like this video so that the algorithm can push it to the right audience. And if you have been a subscriber here, my darling, you're so welcome back. So today I'm just going to jump into this look. Today I wanted to create something unique, not too special but a bit unique. So yeah, first thing I went ahead and do, you already know, before you start any makeup, you have to clean your face. I will repeat this in all my videos. I do that in all my videos. You have to clean your face. After cleaning your face, you go in with a hydrating moisturizer, and if you have an oily face, you have to go with a mattifying primer on your T-zone area. But on this video I did not use a mattifying primer. Then I went ahead and applied my foundation, and this foundation is from the V Beauty cosmetics. They are really good. If you're like a self-taught makeup artist, this foundation is good for you. One thing I would just say is that if you're like planning on going for like a date, or it's a long wear makeup that you want, I don't think this foundation is for you. But if it's just something subdued, then just go an hour or two and come back, yes, this foundation is for you. And one more thing I need to tell you guys is that when applying your foundation, if you want a skin-like finish, if you want a very good skin-like finish, that glowing finish after applying your foundation, like you still feel like you're seeing your skin, like the glow, just like what you're seeing on my face right now, I will advise that you guys use minimum quality of this is minimum quality. Use just small quantity of foundation. Yeah, use small quantity of foundation. Don't go and pack the whole of your foundation on your face and be expecting a skin like finish. No, just use small quantity. It goes a long way, and it will give you that skin like finish, that glowing effect after applying it. And again, another thing that works in giving you this glowing finish, this glowing effect on your foundation after applying your foundation, is your skin work. Like, I mean your skin prep. If your skin prep is bad, if the product you're using to do your skin prep is not okay, you're not going to get a skin like finish, and that's just the truth. Yeah, that's just the truth. So yeah, so we're just moving to the concealer application. Most of you might already know the concealer I use by now, but if you're new to my channel, this is the Younger Beauty concealer. I use two of this Younger Beauty concealer, one that's a bit lighter than this shade, and this one, the one that is a bit lighter than this shade, is for the inner corner of my eyes, while this one is the first application, if you understand. So on this look, I just wanted something too lifted, so I just went ahead and applied my foundation on the under of my cheekbone area. After doing this, I just go back in and use the little beauty blender that comes with the V Beauty powder palette. Yeah, this mini beauty blender came with the V Beauty palette, and I've been using it for my under eye blending since, and it's have really been nice. And one more thing I will always say in all my videos is that when blending out your concealer, start from the outer corner. Like, you guys can already see the shape of the under eye after I started from the outer corner and then blend in. Like, it will give you this lifted look. You don't have to do too much for it to give you this lifted look, if you understand me. If you follow this process I just told you, you're going to get this lifted look, or with just minimum effort, because when you blend from the outside to the inside, it's scattered. It just arranged, sorry, did I just say scattered? It arranged everything just in place. But if you blend from the inside to the outside, my love, it's going to scatter everything. So I will always advise you to blend from the outer corner to the inner corner of your eyes. So I just go back ahead and just blend that foundation that I put on my under my cheekbone area. I just went ahead and blend that out. So guys, it's time for my blush now, and you guys might already know, but if you're new on my channel, I use the Tehila blush, the Tehila liquid blush. It's really good. Like, you guys, I'm so in love with this blush. It's a lot, like, it's so good and it's amazing on the face. If you need a liquid blush, I would highly recommend this for you. And one more thing I do is that I normally go and they just apply that to my cheekbone area. That's the only place I apply. No, not the only place. I'm so sorry. I do apply my blush on my forehead and on the tip of my nose, but mostly the place I apply most of the blush to is my cheekbone area. I make sure I get it a bit close to the under eye, because I love that color to pop like from my under eye to my cheekbone area, if you guys understand me. I just go ahead and apply that lighter shade of concealer at the inner corner of my eye. And one thing I make sure I do before blending out that lighter shade of concealer is go ahead and liquid contour my nose. If I'm not going to use a liquid contour on my nose, I'm just going to skip this contouring step. But if I am going to use a liquid contour, I just go ahead and apply my liquid contour on my nose first before blending out that lighter shade. The reason being that once I apply this liquid contouring and I already blend out the lighter shade of concealer, it's not going to be on the places that I want it to be on. So instead, I apply the liquid contour first before I blend out that lighter shade, in order to just cover any harsh line coming from the contour or any other place that the contour might actually be on that I don't know what it will be in there. I don't know if you guys are getting me. Yeah, that's the reason why I do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the lighter shade of concealer under my eyes. This part is super sweet and easy, but one thing I'll ask you not to do is to blend that lighter shade of concealer to the outer corner of your face. Please don't do that. I really do not advise you to. So to set my under eye, I'm going to be using my V Beauty powder palette, and I'm going to be using this mini brush from the Vika Best set. Set my under eye. You guys, from this video you can already see the difference between setting your face and not setting your face. You see how oily this other side is, and you see how matte and pretty this other side is. The reason for setting your face before baking is to help keep your makeup in place and help your under eye not to crease on time. You guys, I don't know if you understand me. Like, for example, if you know that your under eye creases immediately, I will advise you to like set your face immediately you're blending out that lighter shade of concealer. Do you guys understand me? If you don't have a brush for setting your face, I will still advise you use a beauty blender, both, or beauty sponge, whatever you know it as. Both of them work the same. So after that, I'm just going to set the rest of my face, like set every of my liquid application in place so that I will not lose it or let any other part of it to crease. So after that, I'll just go back in and just powder contour. Did I just say powder contour? I'm so sorry. I'm just going to use my powder blush to just highlight those blush that seems as if they are disappearing. It's very important because I'm a blush girl, as so many of you might already know. I love that blush popping and all. After that, I'm just going to go in and powder contour my cheekbone area. This step is very good and it's necessary because this is going to help your makeup and give your makeup that lifted, sculptured look that you want. The places I normally powder contour is my cheekbone area, my forehead, and my jawline. This jawline is very necessary. If you want that snatched look, that V face, that V cut look, that lifted, sculpted look, don't forget to contour your jawline. You see the way it's giving me that what I call it, V. I don't know what you guys call it, but it's giving me this slim, snatched jawline. Can you guys see it? That's why I normally advise you guys, don't forget to powder contour your jawline while contouring your face. So after setting the whole of your face, you have to go and use your setting spray. Make sure you spray and set everything in place. Just spray that setting spray enough amount into your face, because that will also help hold your makeup in place and not let your makeup move. When you mean move, I mean like it will make your makeup non-transferable, if you understand. And it will seal even if you have a sweaty face, spraying that setting spray in after like setting your face is going to give your face, it's going to let your makeup stay longer and last longer, if you guys understand me. Then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and now bake my face. Most of you might already know, but if you're new to my channel, yes, I use the Sacha Buttercup setting loose powder. I know it's old school, old fashioned, but I'm still using it anyways. It works for me. So like I always say, use what works for you. And another thing that I learned recently is applying my loose powder on my brows. I think this help me draw the brows the exact shape I want it to come out in, and not the shape that my natural brows is giving me, if you guys understand. And another thing that I love doing recently is like I love baking. Like I'll put essence powder on my under eye. This essence powder is just to help with any fallout from my eyeshadow, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Next step is just my shadow. One thing I would advise most of you to do, at times even me myself, I do skip this step, but don't skip it. Make sure you prep your shadows, like apply an I would like call it eyeshadow moisturizer or primer, anyone eyeshadow primer. Just apply it before going in with any shade of eyeshadow that you want to use. For this eyeshadow, I wanted something simple, classy, will I say weddish? Yeah, probably that. So I went in with this transition color from the Morphe palette. I have been obsessed with that palette recently. I've had it for a long time, but I think it's now that I'm actually like really getting into that palette for real. So yeah, I'll just do the other side the same way. Just add my transition shade before I go ahead and just like blend it to my eyebrows. Like most of my eyeshadow, I do not even have inspiration most times, but I remember it's only like once I've actually have eyeshadow inspiration. It's always like what I want, like it just comes from my head. It's not like planned for. It's why doing the makeup that I will just imagine it, and by God grace it to just come together and it looks good most of the time. In fact, all of the time, not most of the times. So yeah, I normally use an orange color to blend in order to avoid harsh line. Like you guys can see how smooth it came out. But after that, I saw that the brown color I used wasn't like giving me the dark shade I actually wanted. So I went in with a darker brown, and this was actually like giving me the vibe I wanted. So yeah, I added a little bit more, and I did the same to the other side. And another thing I would love to tell you guys is when applying your shadow, just make sure you blend perfectly. Learn how to blend well. I say this in most of my videos as well. Just learn how to blend perfectly, because while applying your shadows, if you don't know the color combination and especially how to blend well, your shadow is going to come out so cakey, and it's going to even have harsh lines if you don't know how to blend. You get me? So learn how to blend properly and just sit back and see how the magic will happen, if you understand me. So after blending out those shadows, I just went ahead because I wanted this shimmery brighter kind of look. So yeah, I just went with another primer, or what will I call it? Yes, eyeshadow primer on my eyelid. And after just probably blending that out with a flat brush, I just went ahead and used my hand. Yes, I did not use a brush. I used my hand to just apply the shimmering eyeshadow. I make sure I use my hand to blend it well. Like I make sure it was well blended with my hand, and I just went back in with my brush to just define it and not make it look ashy or tacky, if you guys understand me. I just went ahead and repeat the same step on the other side. Just get that matchy look and vibe. Like you guys, I'm not even done with this eyeshadow yet, and you guys can see how beautiful this look. Like the color combination is perfect. Like everything looks so good. Anyways, at this point I would love to tell you guys, please, if you have watched to this point, if you have actually watched to this particular minute right here right now, please don't forget to click that subscribe button if this type of content is what you want to see again. And if this is your first time, please subscribe, and also click on the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And also as well, click the like button. I'm asking much, but please just do it. Click the like button so that the algorithm can notice this video and push it to other people who will be so much interested in this as well. Thank you so much. So I just go ahead and line my eye. One thing you need to know about lining is that when you're lining, especially when you're starting from the outer corner, make sure you keep it straight, and make sure your hand is straight in order for that lining not to bend, because if that lining bend, you're going to have serious issue trying to straighten it. So after that, I just go back ahead and line my under eye. This is a bit difficult if you are a beginner, but trust the process. You're definitely going to get it right. So after all this, I just go ahead and draw my brows. Like I always say, if you want to draw your brow, don't follow this particular process that I'm just doing right now. I am already used to it, so that's why it's kind of easier for me to draw. If you want a more detailed tutorial on how to draw your brows, I think you should check my last video. Just go down on my page and check the last video I uploaded before this one. That will give you a perfect example, is perfect explanation, a very detailed and easy way on how to draw your brows. Trust me, I know I did not do well on this. I did not do like a perfect tutorial, a easy tutorial on this particular look on how to draw your brows. So please just check my last video out, and it will be easier for you to like get how to draw your brows if you are a beginner. Yeah. So one tip I will give in this particular video about your brows is, when you're drawing your brows, please try to go in with a lighter hand. Don't go and use something that's like, let me say, a brow pomade or a eye person that's too dark for your like skin color or something. Just use something light and use a lighter hand. And you see, it doesn't really need to be too dark in order to look beautiful. You just need something to define that brows and you're good to go. To highlight my brows, I'm using the Nyanga Beauty concealer, and I am using the Nyanga Beauty angle brush to highlight the bottom of my brows. I don't normally highlight the top of my brows. That's why I make sure while drawing my brows it comes out perfect. Like, it's something I make sure I do. Like, I will be so careful drawing my brows because I just don't want to highlight the top of the brow. So I'm like 100% sure that like the top is going to come out perfectly. That's why I don't highlight the top of my brow. It's just kind of my rule, you get. But you can do it especially if you're a beginner. You know it's not going to come out perfectly. Like, your first trial is not going to come out perfectly. If you're lucky enough, it can though. If you're lucky enough, it can. But if it doesn't come out perfectly, just go ahead and highlight the top of the brow to correct any errors. You get me? So for my lips, I'm using this dark lip stain to outline my lips. Yeah, I've forgotten the brand that this lip stain comes from, but yeah, that's what I use. I use it to draw out my lips. This is just to help you map out the lips and to give it that color and that classic shape that you want. After filling in that dark, I just make sure I blend it out using that same lip stain applicator that comes with the lip stain. Just like blend it out. Make sure you blend not the outer part though, I mean like the inner part of that brown liner. Blend it out before going in with the next shade that you want to use. And for this look, I wanted to use something a little bit nudish but pinkish kind of, so I went in with this shade of lip stain, and yeah, just make sure I blend that out properly, and voila, you guys are already seeing the outcome. How it's beginning to look. And you know, I was literally in love with this look because I didn't just want something that I've been doing for a while. I needed something that is unique, and I am like 1,000,000% sure that I came out with that, and I really love this look so much. After the lips, I just go back in and just blend out those excess baking powder that I use on my face. I just went ahead and dust it out. And for this to dust, you don't need to dust empty, please. I need to put this out there for the beginners. If you're going to like dust out those excess powder on your face, make sure that you have some powder on your brush, and make sure that that particular powder on your brush is going to be like a shade or 2 shades lighter than your skin color, especially if you're blending out the inner corner of your face. Make sure that the powder you're going in is like a shade or 2 shades lighter than your skin. For your under eye, then you go back in with like your skin shade to like blend out the rest of your face, to set the rest of your face. After this, I just went back in because I wasn't seeing my contour application anymore, so I just went back in with my contour shade and just dust that out, and everything was looking so good. Like, at this point, I was so in love with how this makeup came out, so I just went ahead with my setting spray and just spray that in. Before it dries up, I just go ahead and apply my highlighter. This highlighter is also from that Tehila palette that I showed you guys earlier. Sorry, I just went ahead with it, and after that I just apply my lip gloss. You guys know the makeup is not complete without the lip gloss, so yeah, I just went ahead and apply my lip gloss. After this, like, you guys, can you just see the outlook of this makeup. Like at this point, I was so in love. In fact, I am so in love because seeing this right now, I am still super in love with this look, especially the eyes and the brows. Like it's giving what it's supposed to give. Like you guys are so beautiful. Anyways, if you've watched at this point, please, I beg you again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe. You can forward this to somebody you know this can help, maybe a friend that wants to learn how to do their own makeup, or a colleague, or anyone that you know that will be interested in this video. Please, you can just share it to them. And yeah, if you have any question for me, drop it in the comment section. Trust me, good or bad, I will definitely respond to you. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for coming back. I love you all so much. See you in my next video. I love you all so much. Bye bye. See you in my next video.